Okay, welcome to video number 3. This video we're going to be having a look at the Internet Archive site, and I'll show you how to download books from there and how to get the best out of the site. So we're just on Google here, so we'll just type in the word archive, and there's a site right at the top. It's archive.org. so if we click on that, this is the home page then of the Internet Archive. And you'll see there's lots of different categories here at the top, and the one that we're really interested in is the texts. So click onto the texts, and this is the texts homepage. So I'd advise you to bookmark this, save it into your favourites. Nothing real complex here. There is an advanced search, but I tend not to use that. These links here at the top are some of the different contributors, some of the different institutions that contribute books to this site. As I said, I don't really use the advanced search. I tend to just type something in here and just see what we get. So let's just go ahead and do that. So I'm going to type in the word railways. Go. Okay, there we go. 1,454 results for the word of railways, so that's quite a lot. So if we take a look at these different results, what you'll notice is you'll see this animated page preview on the right hand side, and you'll also notice that some of the entries have text underneath a title like this, some of them don't, some of them have no page preview like this, and the difference basically is these are they're from different contributors. These black and white ones here, you can see these are from Google. These colour page scans, these will be from universities, maybe all kinds of different institutions. These without the page previews, they're usually from Project Gutenberg. Again, colour page scans here, lots of them. Again, Project Gutenberg there. These ones from Google here. So let's just take a look at them and see what the difference is. So we just have a look at this one right at the top, Railways by E. McDermott, and this is a book from Google Books, and Google Book entries will always have this statement underneath them. So you'll quickly come to realise what all the different contributors are here, because you'll come to recognise these different statements underneath the book titles. So we just click onto this, and this is just a typical entry on the Internet Archive. Lots of different information here. You can see the author, the subject, the year, the copyright status, which is handy for us. This is telling us that the book isn't in copyright. So on the left hand side here you'll see the book preview again, underneath that a series of links, and what these links are is they're mainly different formats of the book that you can download, but really the only ones that we're going to be interested in using of these links are the top one, Read Online, and the PDF. Mostly we won't be interested in these other formats. Read Online's a handy thing. If I just click on that and show you what that does. It does what it says basically. It allows you to read the book online. And the thing that I like about it is this icon here, which is a thumbnail view. If I click on that, you'll see we get to see a preview of all the pages. And I like this because it enables you to scan through the book really quickly and just check it out, just see what it's like. It's more useful when you've got an illustrated book, as you can see this one is just plain text, but even so it's really good just to check out the book and see if it looks like it might be something that you wanna download or include in your collection. So I find that really handy. Now the second link, PDF, most of the time if we want to download a book, all you do is right click on this and then just save the book. With Google Books it's a little different. Google being awkward, if we click on this link, this actually isn't a link to download the book. this actually takes us to Google, and what you'll find here is that there is actually no link to download the book when you get to this page, so don't bother clicking on those, that's just a waste of time. And what you need to do in this case with Google Books, you need to click this link here at the bottom which says all files HTTPS. You click on that, you'll see this series of links here, and the PDF download is always the third one from the top of this list. So if I want to download this PDF, all I do is right click on this link, save link as, and as you can see I've actually already downloaded this book, and I've created a folder specifically for this product, which is what I advise you to do. Just save it somewhere on your desktop or some safe place on your computer. You don't want to just be randomly downloading books all over the place. You need to keep them organized, and then I would just click save obviously, and the download would begin. So that's what they look like basically. That's the entries from Google Books. Just a bit of advice about Google Books. The scans are often of quite poor quality. What you'll find is you'll get blurred text, obscured text, torn pages, just bad quality basically. A lot of pen marks on the pages, missing pages. So that's one reason why I find Read Online quite handy for these sort of entries, because you can quickly check out if it's of good quality or not. So if we just go back, and often another thing that you'll find is if it is a poor quality one, what you find on the Internet Archive is there's often multiple versions of the same book. In fact, if you look here, these top 6 entries here are all actually the same book. So if this one was no good, we can just try one of these colour ones, which invariably are better quality. So let's take a look at one of these colour page scans. So here we go, this is the same book, basically the same information. We can read online if we want to, just to check it out, see how it looks. Looks okay. So this is very simple now. All we want to do is right click here, save link as. Here I'm in this folder, I can just click save and the download will begin, and that's probably going to take, let's see, it's 1 minute and 4 seconds that's going to take. So I'll just leave that to download now and carry on searching. So if we scroll down, these ones here, I'll just click on this. These ones from Project Gutenberg, these are not PDFs. What you would need to do with these is click on this link, HTML, and as you can see, all this is, it's just the text of the book online. So if you decided that you wanted this book, it wasn't available as a scan, or you prefer this kind of text, you would need to make this into a PDF yourself. Now I'm going to show you how to do that later, how to take this text from here and make it into your own ebook, but we won't go into that now. And I'm also going to be looking at the Project Gutenberg site itself in a separate video. So that's what Project Gutenberg entries look like basically. There's usually only these 2 links, the text and HTML. Get more colour page scans, they're just the same sort of thing basically. Just scroll down and see what else we can find. These ones, keep your eye out for these ones. These are from Cornell University, and you'll notice these because they always have this statement underneath, the same statement. Just look out for this bit that says FAQ for information about the file. They'll always have that underneath. If we just click on one of those, and they always have that red bar there on one of the title pages. So again, you want to download that, right click, save as. Didn't really want to save it there. Railways folder, save. There we go, and that's downloading now. Sometimes I can have like 10 or 12 books downloaded at the same time. I just tend to just start one and start the next. As I said, you'll quickly come to be familiar with these, where these are from and what type of scans they are. Just a couple of tips about searching. You'll notice that underneath the title it sometimes has a keyword or different keywords. There's one with two. Doesn't always. Now if you want to narrow this search down, if I click on transportation for example, that will then narrow that down, and it's telling me that within this search for railways there are 90 books that have the keyword transportation. But if I actually click onto that book and see the keywords here, if I now click the word transportation from here instead, what that will do is that will search the entire Internet Archive now for books that have the keyword transportation in the subject keyword, not just within railways. So if I click that, see it's finding some video files here. So if I want to narrow that down to text, I have to click that, go. You see, last time it found 90 results, now it's finding me 2,413. So you get a much broader search by actually going into the listing and clicking the keyword. Let's just go back inside one of the entries. Another thing you can do is if you click the name of the author, that will find all books by that author. Just that one in this case. That can be quite useful because when you're searching for books on a particular topic, you'll often find that one author has written a lot of different books on that subject. So you can quite often find useful things by doing that. Another thing I like to do is I like to order the results by download count. So this is going to give me the books that have been downloaded the most first. And the point of doing that is obviously that these are going to be popular books, so these would probably be good things to include in your collection. But one thing you must be aware of when you do this is if you sort it by download count, you're losing the relevance. So what that means is not all the books on this page will specifically be about railways. If you look at that, for example, this is an encyclopedia about South America, which just happens to have the word railways in the title. So obviously that's not relevant, so you've got to be careful here. That one obviously is about railways. What I often like to do that is search by download count. I also like to click this one, date added, and this will show me the books that have been added most recently. And there is stuff being added to the Internet Archive all the time. Virtually every day there's new things on, and this is handy if you're looking to update a product, maybe looking to improve it, add some more material to it, because there'll always be new things being added every day. You see these here, these have not even been downloaded once yet. If you look at the download count, see that's just 3 times that's been downloaded. So that's it basically. I mean, it's fairly easy to use the site, and so the more you use it, you'll become more and more familiar with it. I just like to browse through it. What I find interesting is sometimes I just like to type a random word in here, just anything. Just something bizarre. I don't know. Just think of a word. Just look around your room and just. I'm going to type the word tile in, just completely randomly, and just see. You can sometimes just come across stuff that's that's interesting that you probably wouldn't have thought of. Like there. I mean, that looks hollow tile for the home. And it can sometimes just prompt you to come up with an idea for a product. I mean, that looks like a really nice book for anybody who's interested in, like vintage houses and homes and stuff. So yeah, so I do that quite often. Just one other type of entry I want to show you. I've got this open a different tab. So sometimes you'll see these. This is a book about puppets from 1952. And these are from the Open Library. And as you can see there's no download. If I click that link, it just takes me to the Open Library site, and basically I won't go into the details of it, but you have to download some software from Adobe, and you just basically borrow the book, and the book will just be visible in this kind of reader that you download for a certain period. So, and there's not even any information about the copyright status there, so that could be public domain if the copyright hasn't been renewed, but it might not be. So really you can avoid these Open Library entries. So yeah, that's it basically. That's the Internet Archive, and that's how I go about searching it.